Hello everyone! If you are learning how to use your embroidery machine or you've been embroidering for a little while and you want to get some new tips and tricks and inspiration, I've got a treat for you today. So hi, my name is Amy and welcome to my sewing channel. Welcome to my sewing room here. And if you are new here, I'm glad that you joined us, and if you are a subscriber, welcome back. In today's video, I have the pleasure of introducing you to Joanne Banko's Just Jackets machine embroidery collection that she designed for denim jackets. So in this embroidery collection, you've got three different collections. You've got one that's called the Folk Art collection. So here's a preview picture of some of those designs. You've got some that are called roses with applique. So here's a picture too, but here's a sample of applique that I'll show you in a minute of the roses. And there's one that's called Sparkling Stars that is really cute, especially like for something that you're going to make around July 4th. So all three of these collections are absolutely adorable. And all together, there's 200 designs that you can mix and match and do kind of whatever you want to do and be creative with them. So Joanne designed these embroidery designs to have a part of a design kind of fit every part of a jeans jacket. So here's a picture where she's got a little design right here on the cuff of the sleeve, a front yoke design for here, a back yoke design, a back center panel, and then a few other places. So here are some of the stars that are on here too. So if you don't know Joanne Banko, she has been sewing as an instructor and a designer and a freelance writer for all of her career. She started sewing in junior high school. Here's a cute picture of her. She started sewing in junior high school when her mom taught her, and she started making some outfits for herself and absolutely fell in love with sewing. So she's made that her career, and I think that that is fantastic. She does have a show on YouTube called Let's Go Sew, and I'll link all the description below because you're going to want to follow her if you're learning how to sew. She's amazing, and I've learned so much from her. So getting back to these designs. So these were published by Dime, which is Designs in Machine Embroidery. And when you buy it, you'll get a free software program called the Embroidery Toolshed. And I'll show you a little bit about that later in the video too, because it is a great software to upload your design, change the size if you want to, just see how it looks, and then save it to your computer or to a flash drive like mine. I'll be using my Brother PE800 embroidery machine. That's my embroidery machine. Some of the projects I did use my SE600 because that's got a nice 4x4 hoop size on there. So let me show you what I made. So this jacket I found at a thrift store. It had already had these kind of cool pearls and kind of applique going on there. What I decided to use was the rose from the Rose collection, and this is applique. So let me show you that up close because it's really cute. So this is the applique rose. So there is applique and fabric for the rose, and then fabric applique for the leaves that are right there. Okay, so the next jacket that I want to show you that I did the Folk Art center back flowers. And I am so in love with this. I think the colors are absolutely adorable, and they came out so nice. So I'm going to go back and add some of the other center back up here too, just to give it a little bit more pizzazz. But that is really cute. Let me know what you guys think. So that's from the Folk Art collection, and here's some more pictures of the designs that are available in the Folk Art collection. So when I'm finished showing you the designs that I made for my jeans jackets, we will go to my embroidery machine and I'll give you some tips and tricks on setting everything up and walking you through the applique process. So if you're learning how to embroider, stick around. We'll go through some ideas for you. So the other thing that I wanted to show you is actually the shirt that I'm wearing. So I got this shirt from my sister, and it was just plain. It had the bell sleeves, and it's just a cute, like a chambray denim looking feel. So what I did is, it was pretty big on me anyway, so I opened up the under the sleeve seam so I could get to the inside of the sleeve, and I embroidered this design from the Folk Art collection on either sleeve. And then I took a few of her separate pieces of the folk art design and just made my own design to go into the center front. So I think this is really fun. I like wearing this. It's kind of flirty. It's really cute. All right, I have 2 more to show you, and then we'll go to my embroidery machine, and I will give you some clips on me putting these designs on the back of my jackets, and I'll give you some good embroidery tips too for sewing with denim and just using your machine. So this one, I used the Sparkling Stars design for the back of this. This is a jeans shirt, so a little bit more lightweight. And I did a couple of the individual stars over here. So here's a few more pictures of the Sparkling Stars designs that are available. So she does have a cute center back. I just haven't gotten around to making it yet, but I probably will for July 4th. So what I did on the back is I cut out the whole center back panel, and I bought some lace to put in there and just top stitch that lace right around the middle of the center back panel just to give it something cute. So I've got a cute like white tank top that I can wear underneath this, or even maybe yellow would be fun too, just to make this shirt a little bit fun. So I like this one a lot. So this jacket is a really cute cropped denim jacket that I found at a thrift store. And I used one of the rose patterns on the back. Let me show you that up close because it's super cute. It's got the really fun designs going around the rose, and it is applique. So I did pink fabric and green fabric around the applique rose. So I did that on the back. And then the front part, I just added one of her simple rose what she's calling the parts and pieces, where she's got a lot of these different pieces that you can just pull out and use. So I put that right there. So all in all, I am so happy with my new jeans jacket collection. I think I'm ready to wear. I've got one for every day of the week, I think. I'm ready for fall. So when you start designing where you're going to want to put your embroidery design on the back of a denim jacket, you're going to want to find the center point of the back of the middle. So you can just do that by measuring top to bottom, side to side. And then when you found the center point, go ahead and put a dot in there, just like I had in this picture. And I just used a air water soluble fabric pen to put that dot on there. And then for hooping it, most of these projects I was using a sticky back stabilizer. So the stabilizer I was using is from Angela Wolf's collection, and it's called the Adhesive Sew and Watch. So it's pretty stiff, and you would hoop it so that the paper side is on top. So you just hoop this. You're not hooping the fabric with it. You're just hooping this. One thing I forgot to mention is I was using the Schmetz non-stick universal needles. So I will link those below too, because those are great if you're using that sticky back adhesive stabilizer. Once your stabilizer is in the hoop, then you can take a sharp knife or a very sharp point of some scissors and just gently go around the outside of the hoop and then make an X in the middle of the hoop. So this is scoring this stabilizer to get it ready for your fabric. So once you've done that, make sure you're not tearing through both layers. You just want to tear the paper. Then you can use your hands to pull the paper away from the sticky part, and you're left with the sticky part. So that should be nice and tight in there. Check the hoop too and make sure it's nice and tight. Then you're ready to lay down whatever part of the fabric that you want to have your embroidery design. So this is just the top of the jacket where I'm going to put a rose. And I'm going to lay that down, make sure that that's nice and snug and stuck on there and ready to go. Then you can put the hoop into your embroidery machine, however your machine calls for it to be putting in there. So this is what the Brother PE 800 looks like with the hoop in there. So you want to make sure that's nice and tight and ready. And you also want to make sure that you don't have any fabric stuck up underneath the hoop, because you don't want to embroider the wrong thing. So here's the embroidery screen showing my design. And if I'm ready to embroider, one thing I can do is just let it do the outline on the fabric of where it's going to embroider the design. So it shows me the position. So if I'm not happy with it, then I can move the position around. And if I am happy with it, I can go ahead and hit OK and hit the embroider button, and it'll start to embroider for me. It's also going to show me there's like 3 thread changes and then how long of each thread it will take. So that's good to know. And what I like to do is go ahead and cut off my jump stitches as I'm going along. I think it makes it easier at the end instead of waiting until it's all done and trying to find all the jump stitches. Just go ahead and take care of those while it's embroidering away. So here's just a quick glimpse of my machine doing the embroidery. It's coming out pretty good. Okay, my single rows is done, so I just need to go in and cut off that thread tail on the front and a couple thread tails on the back. And then I can go ahead and unscrew the hoop to loosen that up and take the stabilizer off of the back of the fabric. So once the hoop is off of it, then you can go in with scissors and cut the stabilizer right around the edge of the design. Don't cut your fabric, so be careful. And don't use fabric scissors either, just regular scissors for this project. And then you'll want to rinse that off with water to get the rest of the stabilizer off the back of it. All right, I want to show you a quick glimpse into the Designs in Machine Embroidery software that you can download straight from their website. And it is called the Embroidery Toolshed. And it's pretty cool. So after you download it, and then when you first go and you open it up, it's always going to give you this screen that gives you any announcements that they have or any sales that they have going on. So you can just close out of that, and then you're ready to pull up your designs. So once you've had any of your embroidery designs saved onto your computer, you can just go straight to File and Open. And I'm going to open up the Folk Art center back panel that I've got saved on here. And then that design will pop up onto the screen. Up here will tell you the width and the height that this design is, how many stitches it is. So it's 28,461 stitches, 35 color changes, and it does not give you how long it will take because I think that depends on your particular type of embroidery machine. So you can click on this. I think, yep, you can click right onto the design and then it outlines it for you. It also shows you over here the width and the height. So if you need to change it or if you want to make it smaller, you can change the aspect over here and then hit apply and then save it. So once you're happy with what you got, then you can go in to File and Save As or Save, and then save it wherever you need to save your embroidery designs. So on mine, I save them on a flash drive because with my Brother PE800, that's how I move embroidery designs from my computer over to the embroidery machine. So that's a glimpse into their Toolshed software. I think it's pretty neat and it's free. You can't create designs on it, but you can certainly pull them up and then just take a look at what they're going to look like and change the sides if you need to. So I hope that helps. Thank you for watching today, and keep in mind that all of these designs, even though she designed them for denim jackets, man, they can be used for other things like purses or home decor or pillows. Use your imagination and be creative. I'd love to know what you're making. So with that, I'll let you get back to your sewing projects, and I'll catch you on the next video. Happy sewing. Bye.